Hey everyone, so I'm back here with my 5-week pregnancy update, and I have a lot to share with you. So if you're not in the mood for a long video, then just exit out right now because there's a lot to share. So getting started, I'll just tell you guys exactly how I pretty much found out I was pregnant. Um, Over the last few weeks, I had a couple symptoms, and I wasn't thinking like much of it or anything. And until about like a couple days before I tested, I started to really think something was up. So, yeah. First sign was I was extremely tired. Like, I'm talking like I would sleep all night long and I would just couldn't even like open my eyes and like talk myself into getting out of bed. Like it would happen almost every day, and it's not so bad right now. I think it's like lessened a little bit, but I definitely get tired a lot easier now and a lot earlier. Another symptom was um, me not liking the taste of red hot buffalo wing sauce. And I always buy their original flavor red hot, and it's like my favorite. And I could eat like spoonfuls of it, and it would, I mean, with a glass of milk, I'd be set and I just eat the whole bottle. But recently, I had been eating it with our beloved buffalo chicken dip that everyone knows I make, and we have to have it like every Friday night or a weekend when we can afford to buy all the ingredients. So I was eating that, and it just did not taste like I had expected it to, and how amazing it usually is. And I'm like, kind of tastes gross. Like I kind of got sick to my stomach on the taste of it. So I was like, what is going on? And at one point, like just the sauce itself, like I was eating it with chicken wings a couple nights before I tested, and it just made me like want to gag. And even putting it with my favorite like ranch and everything together, it was awful. So I definitely knew like something had to be up. Either I was getting sick, or since we've been trying, I was very skeptical. So then another big kind of red flag was a little TMI, but I'm just gonna say it because summer pregnancy is TMI, so I'm just gonna have to get used to that. But anyhow, I had darkening of the skin, and most of you ladies know what I'm talking about. If you're a mom or you're pregnant or have been pregnant, like in your chest region, like you can get darkening of the skin. And I was definitely noticing that, like getting out of the shower, I was like, what is up with me? Like, what is going on? So that was a huge, like, okay, like, maybe something is happening. So I would tell Jordan, my husband, and he would just be like, yeah, right, you're overthinking it. Because he just, he was expecting this test to turn out negative, like our last one did. And I was just kind of like, I had no idea. Like, I was thinking to myself kind of all morning, and I'm like, maybe it is. Like, and then so I went to bed that following night before testing, and I couldn't go to bed, and I couldn't fall asleep, and I just sat there and thought about a million things. And I'm like, I'm pretty convinced I'm pregnant, and I'm pretty convinced that something is going on with my body. Either something bad or I'm pregnant. So I woke up at 3:30 after having this dream, and it is so crazy because when I went to bed I was like, I have to be pregnant. I'm like, there's no way I'm not pregnant. Like this has to be real. And so I went to bed and I fell asleep, and I was dreaming, and I remember right before I woke up I had a dream where my equate test with it's not the digital, it's just the one that shows like the plus sign for pregnant. It was like way dark plus sign, like it was just pregnant. And I would kind of got like butterflies and I woke up right away, and I'm like, man, I gotta pee. So I got out of bed and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, grab a test. So I ran in the baby room, our extra bedroom that is now going to be the baby room. And I grabbed the quick test and I'm like, well, I'll just do this one first and then we'll see what happens. So I took the test and I put it on the counter waiting, the full 3 minutes. But even before the full time that you're supposed to wait, it was showing up and I was just freaking out. Like my nerves were all over the place and I was like giggling and like I couldn't breathe and I was so excited. And then yeah, so it was a faint like positive and I was like, well, just to be sure, I'm half asleep anyway, I'm going to take the digital test. So I took the digital test and it was like loud and clear said pregnant on it and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what do I do? Like, do I tell Jordan? Do I go wake him up? It's 3:30 in the morning. So I filmed my vlog. If you haven't seen the pregnancy announcement, I will link it below. But I filmed our reactions and that was really special and awesome. And yeah, it's still like unreal to me. Like I can't even believe it, but we're so excited. So yeah, I've been using a couple different apps just to track baby's progress and development and to like, just log certain things here and there that I have going on. We haven't had our first appointment yet, but that'll be in a week or so. So we're really excited about that. And certain things that I've been doing, like I absolutely hate plain water. So I've been drinking a ton of cranberry juice in my water. Not like putting a ton in my water, but like I've been buying like gallon after gallon, like just to have it in my water. So that's how I'm getting my fluid in, and I'm not drinking any caffeinated pop and I stopped my coffee because I was drinking super strong like French roast coffee, which I was told was not the greatest thing to do. I know some people drink coffee, but I'm just choosing not to right now just to be safe. Some little symptoms here and there that I have, like I'm very moody sometimes, like if things don't go exactly planned or something scares me or I get upset, like tears will fall, like tears immediately fall. Like I don't know how to control like my emotions yet and I know it's only going to like escalate from here. Another thing is, of course, I'm peeing very like every other like 10 minutes pretty much. And sometimes I've like trained myself to just hold it so I don't have to go like crazy. But another thing that I have is weird dreams, and sometimes they can be bad dreams, and I think that's just because like I'm a worried person that always thinks of like something that could happen, or like I just want to do it right. So I feel like my fears like come alive in some dreams at night. And I know with like hormones and everything, like you're bound to have like crazy dreams. So that doesn't surprise me. I've been having headaches like twice a week, and sometimes they're like huge migraines and they're bad to the point where I like need to go to bed. And I don't take any acetaminophen or any medication yet for like pain reliever, just because I know it's not the greatest thing to do. And before I forget, the baby is the size of a peppercorn or an apple seed, which is super cute. I love looking and seeing like every day like little updates or how baby's developing or what things are going on to, like in the future next week. So yeah, that's so neat. As far as my normal routine goes, I do work out and I do only one video a day and then some like squats and stuff in between just to keep up with myself. And I know that keeping up with your exercise during pregnancy helps a lot with recovery and helps your body a lot with labor and stuff. So I try to do my best with that. I'm not always doing it daily, but I try to do it like 3 times a week at most. Let's see. My diet. I typically ate pretty healthy before, but now I'm just like a health freak and everything has to be like fruits, veggies, and I have to have my cup of milk with dinner. And, you know, I try to throw in like granola and oatmeal and veggies and spinach in my food or smoothies. I eat a lot of chicken and beef, like dinner wise, so that like fills me up, and I feel like I get pretty full a lot faster than I used to. Another thing I've been eating like lunch wise would be soup and salad. Like that's kind of like my favorite thing to do with the Olive Garden dressing. And let's see. Apps I've been using on my phone. My favorite apps are currently the Pregnancy Plus app. And if you haven't heard of that, it's like so realistic and shows you like the embryo and like every stage you're at and how like baby like literally like looks like in the womb. So that is so neat, and I'm so excited to like see baby grow. And it's been like crazy because just in the past 2 weeks there's so many differences, and baby is just growing so rapidly. And by the time we go into our appointment, it'll be like almost 3 times the size as it is right now. And that's like a week and a half, which is just, I don't even know. I'm so excited. Another app that I downloaded that I really love is Ovia Pregnancy. And that's got like very detailed descriptions of what's going on in different categories. And I like it better than Baby Center and The Bump, which some people are probably like, what the heck are you talking about? Like, those are the best. But I don't know. I kind of like researched and like gone through apps and just seen which one suits me better and which one I like better. I don't really like the standard, like, your baby is this today. Like, I want to know every little thing. So I love the apps that just go way into depth about like your body and the baby, and then like nutrition and all that stuff. But that's all I have for you guys today. I will be doing another video like containing what our baby picks are for like car seats and stuff, and like what we have right now in the nursery, so forth. But I will get back to you guys soon. All right, bye.